My name's Dred, and we are in a bit of a position here. Um, okay, so today I figure I'm going to do this. I'm going to do some modding for 7 Days to Die. And so I have a block that I wanted to put in. One of the first blocks I ever wanted to put into the whole game was actually something basically just like a rubber block because, I don't know, you ever punch a tire? They kind of absorb the energy pretty well. So, or you ever, go to one of those playgrounds with the like fun, bouncy, sort of rubber on the bottom and you jump on it? I don't know, it's pretty neat. Anyhow, I was thinking I was going to add that in. I was at a playground and saw some of these blocks. I took some pictures. So I made a texture out of them. Let me see, where did I put that freaking thing? It's not that one. Did I close that thing? Oh, that's too bad. These are a bunch of thumbnails for the game. So many thumbnails. I gotta close this window over here. Get out of here. All right. Anyhow, if you're expecting like War of the Walkers or something, I'll probably have to explain this a couple more times. I guess because it got updated to a certain point, the whole thing lost my save game, and that's that. I can't really do anything else. I was pretty dang psyched to try out my base. Yeah, so I kind of figured I'd take the day, do some modding, talk to people about what they want to do. Could we go into Ravenhurst? Or we could go into another playthrough, I suppose, of War of the Walkers, if people are still into it. I mean, I'm a little less psyched to start again, but it would be okay. I could start again if I needed to. Yeah, kind of just, curious. Any rate, this is kind of the texture from that was captured by the sort of program that I have to capture these things. Jason Young, how's it going? Ravenhurst will be fun. Okay, cool. Also, guys, let me know in the comments and on the chat if you would want a video series or streaming. I kind of get, I mean, if I'm asking at this point in time, probably people will be wanting it to be streamed. Yeah, that's probably the case, but anyhow. So, I can try to work something like that out. Yeah, so these are all like the texture bits and stuff. So I don't know. There's the original one. It was a really bright day, so it was kind of, extremely bright. But then I darkened this one to make it look a little more rubbery. I don't know which one will look good in the game. But yeah, Ravenhurst 5 could be fun. And let me see. I'm just gonna sneak that just over there. Now I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, just off screen so that I know where it is. Beautiful. Okay, let's make a block. So this is my file here that has like pretty much everything that is in the game. Maybe not everything, but it's the one that's intended to have absolutely everything. Yeah. Yeah, and so in Ravenhurst, I mean, we could do that. I have played 5 and 5.1, but not the newest one, 5, which I guess is the last one for this version here. Okay, so let's see here. On Unity, these cubes are the size that they're supposed to be in the game. They are like 1 meter by 1 meter. Now, it's been a while since I've done like just a straight up block. Hopefully it's fine. Let me see here. I should probably set up an block somewhere for it in here. Which guys are these? That's not. Tried to put some kegs in for Canada Day, but didn't work. Maybe I'll just delete this whole file here. They look pretty terrible. I think actually that's what's causing these errors here. Yeah, kind of a problem. That's okay. ICBM2, I think that's not in this particular part here. Anyway, I'm going to try to stay on task here real quick and get this done. Create folder. I don't know. Oops, not runner. Rubber block. We'll go S. Um, yeah. And so I mean, like, there's other things too, because like I can play my mod, I guess, some more, or I can do more modding stuff into it. Um, yeah, last night after I tried to get it to work, one last time I was just like, you know what, I don't know what I'm going to stream today. So I figured, I don't know, this morning I woke up and I'm like, you know what, let's do some modding and then just see what it looks like in game. Right, so we need a texture here. Material, there we go. Let's go to dark rubber block. No, that's a silly way to name things. Yeah, that's a bit better. That way we know the category we're looking for is a rubber block, and then the darker one. So yeah, and maybe we'll type in material. Not that material. Thank you. So we now know what it is. So then we basically just drag and drop these guys into the project, and that's pretty much that. So I'm gonna have to do it from off screen, I believe. Let me see. This is the height map, so that one. Nope. Okay, I'll do it that way. Create folder. Textures, bam. And then we'll just bring those all in. Great. So I don't know if you guys know or not. Some people probably won't, but this here is Unity. It's the game engine that the Fun Pimps use to make 7 Days to Die. The only things I have right here, yeah, is this cube. This is the Molotov model from the game. This is what I've been using to make the Molotov on a post or a stick or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I got it imported here and everything, and then doing that, but we don't need it right now. We're just gonna make it go away. We're just working on this cube here, which is now hidden. There we go, bring it back. And then what we want to do is go and finish. Got a default material, which is not what we want. We want this material here. And so now it says rubber block. Great. Textures. And we go on that guy. And then we start dragging in these textures. Ooh. I don't know if this texture will look good. I've never actually used this program 100%. But I figured this was one of the first blocks I wanted to try. Metallic. There should be no metallic. Because it is not a metal. Not dielectric. This is a normal map. Fix it, please. And I don't need the original one in there, I don't believe. Oh, wait, there's the occlusion there. Good, no occlusion. Marvelous. Now, how does this look in game? Kind of looks a bit marbly to me. I wouldn't necessarily say that looks like rubber. If I were to look at it, I'd be like, I don't know what the hell that is. Seems too shiny. So yeah, well, let's go over here. Can I? Oh god, this really weird spot right there. I'll turn that down. Might have to play around with it. Might need to find a different texture. I don't know. We'll see. And occlusion height map maybe makes it. Oh yeah, look how crazy that is. Bad stuff. That looks kind of all right. Hmm. I don't know. I guess it looks fine. I'll have to find a better texture for it one of these days, but I guess it's okay. All right, so we should go back here, add another folder called prefabs. Prefab. Bam. This will allow us to make an actual prefab here. We want to click on that and add an empty. So this is going to be the basically the name for this thing. So a couple of other stages here we have to do here. So this game object should be at 0, 0, 0. And so that allows 7 days to die to place it correctly. Now we may have to come back here and adjust the position of it because that kind of stuff tends to get all weird. 0.5. Good. We'll set this to 0 because otherwise it'll just be weird. There. It's all these weird little things that can happen. Those are all set. And let's rename this guy to rubber block darker and prefab because it's the upper level one. This is kind of just I guess maybe I don't know who if everyone follows this, but Zith does, and lots of people have learned how to do this from him. So he sort of I don't know maybe laid that foundation. But this will be the rubber block darker, and I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna go with capitals instead of camel casing. I don't know. Sometimes things get a little bit weird here, but okay, so those are good. We need to go in here, and I've already got a bunch of tags added, so I'm just going to add this key mesh B. This helps the game find where things are in it. It allows it to find the colliders and everything, so and allows you to pick blocks up if you want that to be a thing. And so yeah, anyways, key mesh B. I'm gonna save this. Now this should be a good prefab. This one's pretty simple. It's not like this guy over here, which is insanely complicated. Oh, it might be too big. Why is this plane in such a weird place? Have I... Oh, this weird. I was thinking I need to readjust the other one too. But yeah, if we move that there just for a second here. And where's the plane? There's the plane. Let's get rid of that for a second here. There it is. Yeah, so it's, a simple block is nothing like, creating something like this guy here. This one here has, well, it's a masterpiece, really. Don has seriously outdone himself. It has, like, particle systems in here. You can see these, like, little bubbles coming out of this stuff, right? That's all done in Unity. Bubbles right there. And so he's added that stuff in. And there's also like another particle emitter up here, I believe, which is the blood. It's probably working right now. Yeah, see, it's just dropped a little bit of blood there, which is kind of cool. It does if it's coming off with his hand and stuff, and it's dripping down. It adds a nice little effect, and yeah, drawings from us are in here too, so it's all good. Anyhow, I'm going to just revert that back to its position here. Not gonna be too bad. Okay, let's go like that. Just a few more times. It's gonna make it go away. No, it's not doing what I want. Okay, so let's move this just back to where it was. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to make that go away. Make this go away. And I think this is pretty much good. So, there's also been something imported into the whole thing, which is this export asset bundles thing, which is something that is needed to export these into out of the Unity into a version that 7 Days to Die can use. So it's pretty easy once you have that in there. You kind of just have to go over here, find the prefab, which we haven't actually created yet. So to make a prefab, you just drag this into here. Ooh, now it's prefab, proper prefab. And I don't know, it might look good in the game. We'll see. I don't really have a. I mean, we'd probably make it out of tires or stuff, right? And in the game, so build asset bundle. Where do I want to put this guy? This will be in common. 7 Days to Die modded mods. This will be in a Dred block, which is there. Resources, and I'm gonna give it the same name as I give the prefab. It just makes it easier for me to remember how the heck this all works. Prefab. Rubber block prefab. That looks fine to me. Save that in here. Boop. There we go. Elite Cheesy, how's it going? Lots of stars. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just trying to make a. If you're just joining us and you don't quite know what's going on, I'm just modding in this rubber block for my 7 Days to Die game. Let's save all that. Good. And now, why did those close themselves? That's fine. Let's go to Sublime Text. Let's see here. We need to open and file called DRM buffs. I haven't done that one yet. Work on that. Might be a way to make a holographic-esque HUD. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, War of the Walkers, that game is dead. It sucks. I'm really saddened by that. Hacks! Hacks to the max. Yeah, I haven't actually done any of that kind of hacking, but I suppose in a way it's hacking the DLL and such. This isn't actually hacking the DLL, just the way that it all works, but mods, Dred blocks, configs, blocks, cold air, clear glass. It generally works out pretty well if you find maybe there's a couple of these open here. Blocks here. This is the vanilla one. What's a block that's sort of similar to this? Maybe we can start with wood, I guess. Just work from there. Control F. Wood. Master? Wood frame master. Extends this one. We just want a very basic block to start with. DFE. Find previous. So this is sort of a basic block. There's nothing that it extends from, so we'll just pull from there. E and biomolds blocks. This is what? Oh yes, that is upgradable blocks. I have to revisit that because it's not quite working for me properly. That's okay. Slash end. Come on, game. Don't be doing that to me. End XPath. That's not how you spell XPath. Equals this. Oh, it was another thing. My keyboard. My one child decided to take a fork to it yesterday and ended up breaking my control button. And so now it pretty much. I mean, I can use it, I guess, but it's pretty weird trying to play a game without the control key, especially if it requires sneaking and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. So I have an older one that's kind of annoying because sometimes it doesn't capture all the key strokes and stuff. It's yeah, it's annoying, but I don't know. For now, it's gonna have to do. So then we just do that. I'm gonna do some little changes to it. Oops, don't do that. And you, and tab. Then we just sort of turn this all new. Add that. And we actually don't need to do this particular way, but this file seems a bit weird, and I can probably find some better place for it later. But let's see, that closes out that. Okay, then we need to go up here and find a particular line of code, because I don't really remember it off the top of my head. But if we take this here, it's a property for a shape, and tells it to make it a model entity, and then you'd use the model that it's got here. Actually, I don't know if this is the best one to use for this particular type of thing here. Hopefully in Alpha 18 we can use just the textures, but we'll see. So let's just find whatever they used. Probably a shape. This one might not even have a shape. It's right here. So we'll just go with weak wood for now, because I don't know where I put my other one. Imposter exchange, we don't want that. Fuel, don't really care, we won't change that right now. It can all be wood and whatnot for now. I'm mostly interested in seeing what the texture looks like, you know? What are some of the features your game that's not in others? Well, I am sorry for, not reading all that right away, but, I'm trying to incorporate research into it so that you have to go around in the world to find various things. We actually get to zoom in right here. You actually get to research how to put a Molotov on a post, and then you can then make that into something in the game. So yeah, that's in there. There'll be more research relating to a lot of different things, so it should have a fair bit of new stuff. I don't know, I'll probably make some quests, but some of them I probably don't want to make quests, because it's kind of maybe interesting if the player has to find some things out for themselves. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. In here, do I have the right thing for? Yeah, I probably do. All kinds of things in here. Let's see. The IBM, or ICBM, which is the missile from the game. It's in the Red Mesa complex. That's going to be used for something. Features, man, there's like a lot of stuff. I don't know. So many things to talk about, man. Gore blocks. This is actually one that's sort of good to talk about. Which gore block is good? Do we have the radioactive one? Should. Unless it's over here. Got this special block that I've created called a Zomzyme block. Gotta go and focus in on that, which is its own special block. That one though has got the wrong texture. Looks like this does have to go down, so let's take this. I'm gonna put that to 0 and hope that that's proper where the other one is, so hopefully that works out. And then we have to actually re-export that. First we have to apply the change. I just do it both places just because. And then, yeah, anyways, we're gonna delete that guy. So that is also from, like I said, the gore blocks that I've added back into the game. Okay, yeah, so there's that one there too. Let's put that there and then move it out here so you can see it. Allow you to gather materials and stuff from the zombies because you spoke about adaptation to it. But I've ended up also adding in this radioactive corpse because there's going to be stuff relating to that you can use in the game. Yeah, so I'll actually show you a bit of that, which is this block here. That block is let's see here, put it up on this maybe. Oh, that's the wrong thing. You and move you up is this guy here. and it's a thermoelectric generator that uses radioactive isotopes to produce electricity. So it's basically going to be like a radioactive battery bank. So that's kind of, but it's going to be kind of a bit of research to get to it. So it's kind of a, I think, a fun little thing. Let's just put those things back to their standard positions. There you go. Get rid of that. So I'm just gonna hide those out. I can show you more stuff when we get into the actual mod though, which is just gonna be a couple moments here. I just need to finish this XML. Okay, so we have the wrong model, so we need to find the right model real quick. You sure are there. I mean, it should just be called, I guess. Rubber block darker prefab. Oh, I may not have called it that. I may have mucked that up. Okay, well, what is it called in here? It is called, because this is one of the things it's going to be looking for, is the rubber block darker prefab. So we're going to make sure that when it gets to that level, it sees what it needs to see. But then on the other side of things, oh, we need to actually update it anyway. So let's just do that too. Rubber blocks, prefabs. Let's make sure that everything is named right. Export. Aha, see, I did name it incorrectly. First off, we're going to delete that guy because it won't be needed. And then we're going to rename it that. I just find this is the least confusing for myself, but I'm sure other modders do it a different way. And then, yeah, so that looks like that's how that's named. So that should use everything correctly. I'm going to have to change some of this stuff later, but I'm just curious about the texture right now. Okay, so this is all in the game already. This mod let is already in there. So I'm just going to go over here, load up my game, and maybe it'll work. Are there going to be a chance of meltdown? I would love for that to happen. If there was like an overdrive, like an oh shit button. Basically, like if the zombies have knocked out a pillar in your base and taken out your generator, maybe you can go over to the battery bank and hit like an overdrive button, or like a, you know, something like that, so it'll crank up the amps, which then, you know, makes it glow, and then let's see if that works, and then, you know, has a chance of melting down or something, and, you know, being really bad for the whole thing. I'm not quite sure. Some of that though is there's not really a mechanic for it to. Actually, you might be able to do it with a buff. You know, you might be able to do it with a buff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you can actually add a buff to a block yet. I think that'll come in Alpha 18. And if that's the case, then that's fine. You know, I keep on laying more and more of the groundwork for this mod in Alpha 17, and, you know, I've got a lot of it in there. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Takes a long time to load. Sometimes testing is a while, but it should be fine. Generally, I'm able to get these things into the game first go. So I'm gonna hit DM and CM. Yeah, so if you guys are joining at this point in the game too, though, there are possibilities. Why did I do that? Damn you. Way too quick to hit that button. Anyways, we'll just chat again, I guess. It seems to have loaded. I just wanted to change it so that the resolution wasn't so dang high, because it's totally doesn't need that. Yeah, if you're just joining at this point and just wondering what's going on, my War of the Walkers game is like gone. It's the location for it that it was saving from was the wrong one, and they have updated it so that it doesn't really work anymore. Okay, then. Let's go over into DM and CM. Goes worked, good. Ooh. You know, one thing I forgot to do was name that little thing the right thing. I'm kind of surprised it didn't, like, destroy the game by doing that. Yeah, we need to rename that anyway, because I can't figure out... I'm going to have a hard time figuring out what it is. Exit, it's only going to take a second, right? So, for now, we'll just call it, that. And I'm just call it a rubber block, because there's no point calling it anything else. So save that, and then the game automatically reloads the XML from this stage. It doesn't need anything else. You know what? We're gonna go into editing tools, level and prefab builder. It's a little bit faster, not a lot faster, but a little bit. This red area is me trying to play around with the random world generator a little bit. So, ooh, this is definitely the random world generator, or not? But anyway, show the ground, please, because I like to see the ground. Thank you. Okay, you. Yeah, we won't have a texture for it, and it's actually not in there. Oh, because in here, it probably says somewhere that it's creative none. But it's going to be creative player, because this is a player block. This is kind of the problem with sometimes this ripping blocks out and using them. It makes things a little bit, I don't know, you need to find different things in it. Does this have an upgrade to block? No, it's just a basic block. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to rip this out later. It's just that it's, you know, needs some other stuff done. So, exit. Editing tool, level prefab editor again. Oh, there's 6 people here now. Hi, all. I'm just editing, trying to do some adding a block to my mod. Yeah, welcome if you're here. So then, where are we at? Once again, I want to see the ground because I like being grounded on it. Just knowing where the heck I am. Okay, so we've done that. Go over here. Why is it being such a jerk to me? What I might do is find a different block that I'm much more aware of. And that would be file, open file. I'm gonna go up to mods. We're gonna find this block. And we'll just use it as a reference to find out maybe what's different with this one. So, don't think it needs a group. No, so let's rip that out. Just for sorting and such. Shape. I don't know that I've added the material rubber to the game, or if it's in there. I mean, I guess we could look it up. File, open file. Materials. F. Rubber. It looks like there is a rubber material. Perfect. C. So we'll change the material to rubber. And let's see, blocks. I guess there should be Control F. Tire. I was hoping this would be kind of just a super quick little thing, but it apparently isn't quite so quick. This doesn't seem to have any kind of noises on it or anything. Collide, harvest. Salvage harvest, yeah, whatever. We'll keep this, I think, instead of whatever it has here. Destroy and fall, those are going to be... I actually don't... we'll keep the economic value as whatever it is, too. So now it reacts a bit more like a tire. There we go. Save that. Repair item. This would be those, I don't know. Maybe we'll make it scrap polymers. Sure, why not? Repair item, polymers, 3. Fuel value, I don't know, man. Maybe it does have a fuel value. I mean, it's technically would probably, you can burn tires. So sure, why not? Economic bundle size, this would be maximum of those. Filter types, we don't want those. Sort orders, don't need those. Ah, so this is the difference here, probably. This is a bit goofy. Model, shape, model entity. We have model entity and we have model, so that's right. We don't have a custom icon, but we could put one in. Just not yet. I wouldn't do that. Place holder icon. This is what I use. Dang cap locks. Place holder icon to see what's going on here. Dicklum! Hi! How's it going? And Dan Phoenix, good morning, sir. Trekker, good morning. Just like, yeah, my game for War of the Walkers is done. So we have to decide what we're going to watch, what we're going to play, what we're going to do. And so I just figured I'd do some modding and chat with all the regulars and see what people want. We have so far 1 vote for Ravenhurst, but I could restart and maybe do something with another game of War of the Walkers, or a different mod if people are interested. I didn't want to restart my mod today because I really do want to overhaul a bunch of the. Basically, just need to, I guess, mostly need to do the progression class for the player character. I need to get that done so before I wanted to start something new. And yeah, we should add a description key to this thing as well, which we can put maybe here as well. And we'll call it this rubber block description. And it won't have that until I go into the localization file and do this, but no, I won't do that right now. Okay, back over to here. We'll try to get out of this thing real quick. Custom upgrade sound. You know, I don't know if there's a good one for that. Because I don't know that there's anything that is upgradable with plastic. Just discovered. I like to see what War of the Walkers is. Or just you modding is also good too. Yeah, well, probably to be tomorrow that I would probably start War of the Walkers or whatever new again. But War of the Walkers is just, it's a different mod. Not my mod. That mod is DeWall's mod. My mod is a different mod called Dred End. Or a Dred End, I don't know. And so, yeah. And I'm just sort of working on it little by little. I don't need this in there right now, so we're going to comment that out. End blocks. So why are you not appending correctly? Okay, don't know. It is now saved. Good. The other blocks from this mod should work. Did I get the creative mode incorrect here? Dev is capitalized. Let's see here. F. Not in here. Creative mode. Creative mode. None. None. We don't want none. I want to double check the player one. To go probably a lot further in. let's do this. Let's see. V. That? Yeah, it is capitalized. Just like that. That's what I thought. Back down over here. Come on, you. All the way down. And just double check creative mode. Player looks right. Okay. I don't really know why it's not showing up then. Okay, there it is. It is in whatever dev for whatever reason. So there we are. So it is in here, and now that I re-exported it, it does look like it is the right size. Now it definitely won't have the properties that I want it to have. Basically, I want it to be something that the zombies could punch quite a bit. Boy, am I ever glad I made it darker. It looks kind of pixelated though. It's kind of weird. Considering how high res the camera is on my phone, like, it just doesn't really look that great. What does it look like at different times of the day? Let's put it to morning time. Okay, not terrible. How about there? It's pretty dark at night. Plus my gamma is pretty high too, so that's alright. And if we took a torch... torch. Let's take a wall torch, maybe. Get rid of those. Yeah, and you were mentioning, or I was mentioning, corpse blocks. Corpse. Blocks. Yeah, I'll show you one of those things too, because I don't know if how many people have seen these yet, because it'd be later game kind of thing. The normals look a little bit weird, eh? Like, there's this weird line here that's not really, like, lit up as much. Kind of weird. But yeah, that's what the radioactive corpse looks like, and that's what you'll end up using for finding, let me see here. This block here. Let's put it up on a inverted gable. Sure, why not? That guy. That guy. And then put the torch up. Yeah, so end up, what's going to happen is, you know, you'll be able to harvest these guys, and you get that little bit of radioactive flesh. And then, we don't have a blender yet, but, was looking at some, just free ones and stuff, as a 3D model, and I don't know, the one I grabbed that was free was like, kind of terrible looking, so I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I'll use that one or not. Maybe I'll use it as a placeholder, I don't know. Okay, until I find a better one. It's kind of tricky finding good blenders and stuff, so that in the game you have the right things. Let's get a knife. And let's put that guy there. So the thing will be, you know, you will want to fight the radioactive zombies, ideally, because you'll then be able to harvest them, and ideally this would work. Though I don't know if it's going to work here. No, of course not. We have to play test this thing a bit. I think. Oh, it's not going to do it because it's not a saved prefab. Yeah. Anyways, you would harvest this guy. You would get radioactive flesh, and then there'll be a way to process it to put it into here as essentially a radioactive battery component. Anyhow, that's sort of one of the things that I've been working on. But I don't know, this block looks okay. So maybe looks better at night. Maybe a bit darker. I don't know. Figure it out. Maybe what I need to do is change the scale on the textures too. Anyhow, chat says, Dan Phoenix, you have done Darkness Falls, and you haven't done, I haven't, that's true, I haven't done Darkness Falls in a while. I didn't actually finish Darkness Falls. That can definitely be an option too. New game, continue my game, What do you want? What do you think? And Ticklum says, just discovered. I'd like to see what War of the Walker... Oh, right, I already read. Oh, I see, I skipped Dan's Phoenix. So, sorry, Dan, I forgot your thing. Yeah, also, though, War of the Walkers, I don't really know what the point of War of the Walkers is. Not like that should... I don't mean to have that sound bad. It's not bad, it's just that, I don't really know what... sort of the main reason. Yeah, this needs to go into a smaller scale. That's what it is. It just needs... The picture I took was probably 25 centimeters squared, so it needs to probably be 4 times smaller to look kind of decent. Okay, let's do that real quick. Yeah, but it's kind of like an extra bit of a mod where you get to there's a lot more stuff in it and a lot more to see and do. It's got a bunch of extra missions, some extra stuff added, lots of new POIs to explore. I mean, I guess the point is partly to just expand gameplay, right? Give people new things to try and do. Okay, so we want to go back here, and we want to go to the material, and then can we not do it in here? The tiling, here it is, tiling. 0.25, is that the direction? Or is it 4? I think 4 is what we want. Oof. Sometimes this is a problem with textures. You get a texture and it gets those like extremely repetitive sort of patterns here. That is unfortunate. I think that may look better though, because it's, I mean, it looks bad in that you can see these like, I mean, I don't like it per se, these little chunky lines and stuff. 2? That looks better. I'd say it's not perfect from afar, but it's definitely better close up. I have a couple more to take a look at. I can probably figure those out. I might need to just play around with this texture more to make it work even better. But I'm gonna go with that, and I will then now go back to prefabs and build this prefab back up. Yep, I want to replace it, and then we reload the mod. Boop. There we go. If you guys had a rubber block in the game, how much damage do you think it should mitigate from a zombie punching it, right? Like, how durable should a block made of rubber be? Where do you think it fits in the hierarchy? Continue game. We'll do that one. Why not? When it allows me, I'll hit a DM and a CM. Okay, so it seems like we have 1 vote for Ravenhurst and 1 vote for Darkness Falls so far. And if you guys are watching still, in the comments below, let me know what you're interested in. And I mean, it's only like a 1 chance to vote pretty much, but EM, CM. Yeah, I don't know who's still here. Some people are lurking, which is fine. My mod also has a bunch of like weapons and stuff. That's like a whole other side of things. So many things. It's starting to get like pretty big. Some of them are kind of subtle though. You don't really know about them until like someone tells you probably. Like you can use all the signs as weapons if you break them off though. I think there's a bit of a problem there. It gives you an extra sign or two just due to the way the inheritance structure works. It's kind of annoying. So once again, it's cranked the freaking resolution up. Whatever. Let's take a look. See what they look like on super high res. don't want the zombies to do anything, so... Don't know what I was testing over there. Okay, I'm way down here. Think. Alrighty then. So, rubber block. There's the placeholder icon, because I don't have a proper icon for it. Let's do that. I guess I was doing other things. Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. The other kind of block I was thinking of, maybe you could make it so that it looks kind of like the tires. I don't know. So it would be like a, you know, a wall of tires that are like stacked, stacked and kind of filled with maybe extra rubber or something on them, all the way up. Yeah, I don't know. That texture doesn't look too bad. It's not necessarily great, but not every texture in 7 Days to Die is really that great, so... Yeah. What does it look like with the boss tubes? Need to take out that light. Maybe make it nighttime. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, they're not bad. No Work Zone! How's it going? I still need to catch up on a couple of your videos. I noticed there was a couple more there. I haven't quite managed to get all caught up. But I do like hearing, you know, and seeing your reactions. It's good stuff. Alright, and a rubber block like that, you figure it's pick-upable or not? I'm thinking probably not. But, you know, maybe. Let's take you and throw you into advanced rotation and put you on the wall properly. Boop. There we go. That doesn't look too bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Hey, guys, got any questions or anything about other things? Yeah, well, the problem was No Work Zone was that my save program didn't save it in the right way. So, like, my backup game program here that usually saves things correctly seems to have pulled from the wrong place or something. I don't know, it wasn't doing the right thing. And so it kind of caused a problem there. Yeah, anyway. So that's that. My progression's goofy right now? No, this is like that. It's my other game, my vanilla game that I've decided to also do a bit of modding with. Well. Okay, so it sounds like cement, which is not what it should sound like. What does it look like at 7? Doesn't look terrible. What does it look like on day 7? I don't know when the Sky Manager will go red. Come on, Sky Manager, make everything red. Airdrop. Thank you, starting to get confident. Okay, good. Considering what tires go through, it should be fairly strong. Yeah, they're right. That's sort of my thought too. Um, and because tires are rubber, you know, if you were to um, actually like punch a tire, they should be able to absorb some of that impact and then, you know, dissipate it as heat, right? Um, but of course, you know, the zombies have these nasty claw-esque things that are just brutal, so yeah, we'll see. I should show you guys my castle that I've been working on. I haven't been a while. Unless there's anything else you want to see. Um, here. What else can I say or do? Let's move this over here for a second. Go that, and play, and play. Alright. That's loading up. Yeah, I've been working on this for a bit. I don't know if I'm going to throw it into the game or not. Like into my mod or not. I probably could, but I don't know if there'd be a reason for it. Plus, it doesn't fit my map, maybe? I don't know. Oh no! Yeah, I know I changed progression. I decided that would be fun. Hmm. Okay, an element with the same key exists already. Well then. Configs, attributes, patch element does not exist. Does not have an XPath attribute. Hmm. Okay, well, I guess I can't show you that then, guys. I don't really know why it's doing that. Yeah, maybe we'll load up the mod launcher here instead now. I mean, I think I've got this all right. It's half decent. It's good enough for first pass. Do some modding into it. Save, close. We'll close that guy. Here's my sort of blocks and stuff that I've been working on. I don't want an intercom. There's the Zeg. We're just working on different ideas for fabricating different things in the game, so yeah. Want an advanced fabricator thing. These are from Prey. I just kind of like the general gist of the idea. Though the ones I think I'm gonna do are gonna be, there's so many different ways one could do it, like a chemical vapor deposition machine, or maybe a like a 5-axis or whatever, how many access milling machines and stuff. Like those are pretty cool too. So, where are we at? We would like to go to the mod launcher. I'd like to go to the mod launcher. I don't know if you guys would, but I'd like to. That way we can take a look. Yeah, so yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, it's not even showing up on here anymore, right? Like it's just, they've totally redone it. War of the Walkers beta, I guess. They must have released it as. Which seems to have totally, yeah, goofed up my game. Which is fine. Oh, my back hurts for some reason. I guess it's lifting up a child up to the ceiling many times. That'll probably wreck your back. But yeah, there's lots of mods on here now again. And Darkness Falls, of course. Excuse me. Which also seems to be a bit not working. Not really sure why that is. Yeah, there's Ravenhurst, of course, which we still have, but we don't have this version, which is the 5.5 version of that. I haven't touched Welcome to Hell, Sorcery. I haven't played Sorcery yet. It's another possibility. Fantasy mod, haven't played that one. That's, I think, Lychee's mod. This is one Medieval Mod 2 might end up a bit like this, or we might end up contributing to the fantasy mod. I don't quite know what's going to happen with it. There's my mod, of course. Survivor from Risk, War of the Walkers, GNA, and I think CB's mod is on here too, isn't it? Yeah, there it is right there. Which is a nightmare, but it's kind of fun in a oh my god, I'm gonna die kind of way. So yeah, I don't know, man. You guys got questions? Want to see something? I don't know. But yeah, let me know what's going on because this is I don't really know like what happened to my game. I mean, I can play my game, but it goes all the way back to day 5. So it's like I backed it up on day 5 and then yeah. It seems to be goofy. So anyway, depending my internet's a little bit better today, but I can't just like download one of these and play it. Unfortunately. Otherwise I probably would have done that this morning and just played something. But we'll see. Now me wanna figure it out on my own. What do you want to figure out on your own? Oh, attunement. Attunement isn't really necessarily going to be a thing. I don't really know. I do want it. Attunement, I was kind of playing around with the idea of a magic system. That see, okay, there's a little bit to say here. So, yeah, I was playing around with it early on. Years and years ago, I was thinking about an interesting idea for sort of a defense system for a race slash a magic system to have that was based on gestures and talking, kind of just like casting spells would be in Dungeons and Dragons or some other kind of situation where it takes like motions and everything to make it work. Yeah, I didn't even know what it meant. Yeah, and so the idea comes from something called utility fog, which is a theoretical thing people kind of want to make, which is essentially a bunch of like nanites that are floating around in the air. At any rate, that would then saturate the environment of the world, and it would recognize the user's gestures and speech, right? Just like speech recognition and everything else does. And that would then do some things for people to do magic, essentially. Like, I don't know. I was always kind of thinking about doing a game for the Xbox and the Kinect so that you could kind of do magical gestures and then have something happen. But so I kind of was basing that on this because I kind of want this mod to be a little more hard sciencey-ish for a little while. I don't know, though I've realized that some of the creatures I want don't make any sense at all. But we'll see. But yeah, I think you have to buy one of these. But then I think you get... I don't know that you can create them in... You? Yeah, so it looks like you can create them. Maybe. You would need to probably buy all of these up. I don't know. It's been a while since I played with that. I have been thinking about taking it out, but if I take it out, it might wreck people's saved games. So, yeah, I'm not exactly keen to just rip it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, there's another option too. I could keep playing this version, this game. Yeah, she's dead. Building up in here. I think I might... Don't fall down. I might have a lot of the things needed for making making a new base kind of here. So, which one is my dumping chest? This one? That's food. I think this one is just for dumping stuff into. Yeah, I still have to fix that damn glitch too. Ah well, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have a lot per se to just like, you know, to do. It's not like you guys can just watch me today and be like, oh, you're doing this and that. Kind of wanted this to be like a little more interactive, if you guys want it to be. Otherwise, I can just, I don't know, do whatever. But I don't really have too much longer to stream in theory. Let me see. I did kind of want to legit make something here. Oh, that was one thing I guess I can tell you guys that I weren't finished. Was that, yeah, these guys now, these are those tool handles, and I made it so that now when you take the, or you know, put one of these heads on them, they change the icon. So now it's a little easier to tell what they are. And I did the same thing for the pipe because I had no idea what I was holding, but I fixed them. So yes, did that. FYI, you're able to forge before getting the perk. Yeah, I may have done that for some reason. Anyways, the kids are up. Might need to go soon. I'll take a look at that. You can build the forge day one if you have the materials needed. Yeah, it's probably some kind of weird error. It's good to know though. Thank you for letting me know, because oftentimes, you know, I don't always catch everything that I've changed, or something that gets changed when I didn't really mean it to be changed. Come on, you. Go down. You did. It is. I don't know if you can use it that way. I'm pretty sure you can. Okay. Don't want to be on there. Right. So you're saying the forge can be used really early in the game. That's quite possible. I mean, I've already bought it, so that's fine. I would have to like look into the files and figure out where that would be, because I probably changed it somewhere. Oh yeah, and I also changed this too. Oops, that's not right. Come on, you. This keyboard's also not very good. It's harder to do things, so. Respire sites. So yeah, I don't know if you saw or not, but I added a bunch of descriptions and stuff for this so that it makes a little more sense of what they are and what they do for you. But essentially they give you a buff to make you stronger. Well, not stronger, give you more stamina. And this one still isn't working. I guess whatever reason didn't quite work. Maybe there's something named wrong. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, have a good day, Jason Young. I probably won't be streaming much longer. I think the kids are getting pretty loud behind me, so seeing now how hard modding is, I have a whole new respect for the game and how much work went into what you try. Yeah, it can be a lot. So so I never really knew how much it took either. Which why probably was one of my earliest videos. I was probably a little bit too harsh on some mods and stuff, but you know, I know better now. I try not to, you know, be that mean to any particular modder system. Okay, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. I'll wait till this evening, I guess, for more feedback on what mod we want to play again. I mean, I don't mind continuing War of the Walkers, but I gotta either start a new world or rebuild everything, so I'm not guaranteed to get the same seed, so I don't know, we'll see. In theory, I could use the same map. It's already generated, right? So, yeah, maybe. But then I won't have any of the loot and stuff, so we'll see. Alright guys, yeah, because I don't have them much, just let me know in the comments, and I will try to figure it out. Anyway, if you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you want to see more about modding as well, like, you know, there are other people who do more tutorials and stuff, but I can definitely do more streams about modding. I don't think it'll be as popular as playing an actual game, but, you know, it is kind of neat seeing all this stuff. I didn't go today at all into Blender. I was kind of contemplating it, but then I was like, yeah, I don't know. Nothing really to do there. So, yeah. I think I'm done for the day. If you want to learn more about 7 Days to Die, or learn more about modding, you can probably hit the subscribe button. You'll eventually see something that you like. Anyhow, I'm gonna do some video editing today and see if I can crank out a couple videos from Hal and I's adventure. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye bye.